Invariably, any one of us that opposes the death penalty is met with a response at some point that you'd feel differently if it happened to someone that you love. I agree with that. I did feel differently when my wife was murdered, and I asked folks, can we talk about it?
What I really resonated with is someone was murdered as a retaliatory killing for my son's murder. And I thought about that mother and about those brothers and sisters and those grandparents and possibly children of the victim. And I didn't want anyone to have to feel the way that I felt.
I said to myself, if I forgive him, does that mean I won't be able to cry and miss my father?
Speakers from the Journey of Hope are persons who have experienced violence and have chosen to move toward healing and reconciliation rather than revenge. They have spoken in schools, universities, congregations, and community groups around the world and in 40 U.S. states. Here's a sampling of the message they bring. As a young woman, Dina Windle was kidnapped and raped and would likely have been murdered had she not found a way to escape. Over time, she came to forgive the perpetrator and advocated clemency in his case.
I was able to just realize that this is another human being, that the act itself, I can hate the act. I can't hate the human being.
My story began in 2001 when my oldest child was falsely accused and wrongfully convicted of murder for hire. He turned himself in, hoping to clear his name of the murder, and in the mess of the court system, got convicted and sentenced to die for a crime he didn't commit. Wow. He was barely 20 years old.
My wife and I were shot and left for dead during an armed robbery at my place of business in Enterprise, Alabama. 16 months later, the nightmare exploded in that I was arrested and charged with the capital murder of my wife.
Pastors who have invited Journey of Hope speakers to the congregations share the impact on their church members.
It was personal. It was, this is what our family went through. This is how it happened. This is what's going on, and how it continues to affect us.
A high school teacher in Cincinnati invited speakers to his class and found the students profoundly impacted.
I think for the 45 minutes that they spoke, you could have heard a pin drop. And I've been teaching for 26 years. It was one of the most powerful speakers that we've ever had in my class.
I think storytelling is the salt that can melt the ice of convictions toward the death penalty. I think people sometimes haven't really thought about the issue.
I don't have all of the answers, but I certainly have some. And being willing to talk about these things, we believe, is helpful. It gets it out on the table. Let's talk about it.
If you would like to schedule a speaker from the Journey of Hope for your classroom, organization, congregation, or other group, contact the organization by email, telephone, or through their website.